The implied value today of a Bitcoin, today's purchasing power against today's balance sheet is $43 million. The sats I give today on Nostr, which will buy coffees today, will buy cars in the future. You mentioned Facebook. I'd be surprised if Dell and Amazon don't start buying this year too.
Mark Zuckerberg could be a bigger Bitcoin bull than Michael Saylor. Now, do you think I'm just outlandish here?
I don't think he could possibly catch Michael Saylor at this point.
Why do you think that?
Because by doing so, the price runs so high in fiat dollars that you just... And this is likely to happen. This could happen in this cycle. If people are holding in self-custody, where does the Bitcoin come from? Just imagine you're a financial institution and you've always been able to short long and short a system and get bailed out. What about when you try to short something you can't buy it back in at a price? Like, what does this do to some of the institutions that might naked short this and what that would cost? We're going to see some really interesting...
Bing bong. I am back with another edition of the State of Bitcoin podcast where I've got the man, the myth, the legend, recurring guest, Jeff Booth in the house. We're here in the Crypto Cafe here in Medellin, Colombia. Maybe we'll have to change it to the Bitcoin Cafe. But Jeff, the last time we spoke, the Bitcoin power law was making waves and we discussed a little bit about that. But it's making even more waves now about how everything is priced in the old system. So are you coming around to these models just yet, Jeff?
Not at all. Not at all. And everybody's welcome to whatever model they want, and they're welcome to debate those models. This is pretty simple to me, really simple to me. If you have a decentralized secure protocol bounded by energy, it is repricing the world. And you can't reprice the world through the piece of paper because you don't know how many pieces of paper that most people are going to print to do it. So this is the construct of all of these things are from the system that's still measuring in a piece of paper. So I find, and I have nothing against anybody that's saying that, or like you could get a lot of views by saying the system's going to collapse tomorrow. You could get a lot of views by saying we're going to have $2 million Bitcoin tomorrow. You could get a lot of views by taking the opposite side of that and telling those people they're wrong. It actually doesn't matter. All of it doesn't matter. If Bitcoin stays decentralized and secure, it will reprice everything else.
Well, there we go. I love that. Yeah. And so why do you think there's this obsession then? Is it just because everybody's so fiat minded? When it comes to everything still being priced in dollars, everything looking at it that way, why do you think there's always this obsession? And it seems like number go up has always been kind of the biggest driver of new adoption.
We've lived in an extractive monetary system forever. There has never been a system like Bitcoin before. So all of our ideas are coming from that system. And so it would be normal from that system to measure number go up, but just and think through this at a first principles level. If you are saying number go up, you are actually part of the centralizing system, because that system the natural state of the free market is deflation. We've always a credit-based system cannot allow deflation. Fair?
Yeah. That's
okay.
Fair.
So both those statements are true. So the credit-based system is based on a piece of paper that everybody's measuring the world and thinking the piece of paper is solvent, right? And that money is lent into existence. So even if you just paid back all the debt, there'd be no money left, right?
Yeah.
So it makes your head kind of scratch, right? So that system requires inflation. Requiring inflation is requiring theft in money. Requiring inflation is a centralizing function. So if you're pricing from the system that is requiring inflation, and this natural state of the free market is deflation, then you're part of the centralization of Bitcoin. And I'm not expecting everybody to know this today, tomorrow, anything else, but in time. That's why I just keep saying if Bitcoin stays decentralized and secure, it actually